Hi, welcome to the next episode of Asal Boleh Toys Collecting. Okay, today not really more on toys, but it's more on how to get proper autographs from events and the VIPs. And this one I learned the hard way. Okay, what happened before was that I've been going to events here and there, meeting the guests, and every so often I would ask them for autographs. But the thing is, at that time, all I knew was the Sharpie pen. So most of the time is their posters, their photos, their merchandise. So usually is they will sign using the Sharpie lah. But what I learned is that, let's say you were to have it signed on a toy, and how you say, okay, if it's just the toy cover, the box is fine. But the problem is, what if you want to sign on acrylic? So what happened is, on acrylic is actually fine, but the problem is that it's hard to see. There, as you can see, you can barely just make it out. Okay, for this one, it's signed by Mr. Tetsuya Kakihara, who went to PopCon 2018 in Jakarta. Okay, I was fortunate enough to get him to sign the Guran Lagan kit. Okay, but the problem was, again, at that time I'm still noob, so he just signed it with a Sharpie. At that time I happy lah, as long as the thing he signed, I'm okay lah. It's just that later on, is that when I learned that, okay, actually you can ask the guests to use your pen, or if they have it, their own pen, because most of the time what they are using is often provided by either the organizers or they bring themselves. So in most cases is given by organizer, so most of the time they will have is just the black Sharpie. However, let's say for Western guests, this one was I lucky lah. They also bring their own pens, and more than often, let's say in the case of Power Rangers, they will often bring pens that are of their own color. So at that time, I was fortunate that the Austin St. John, he actually brought his red paint marker and helped to sign. There, you can see, right? More nicer, more clear, more visible. Some more sign to me, for me, best. Again, this one is a very good example of how to get your autographs. Okay? And now that I know about this, okay, so what I've learned is that the best pen to use for acrylic that will last long will be paint markers. Paint markers like this type. Okay, but the thing is, paint markers got two types. One is just the liquid inside, another one is got the shaker inside. Okay, in my opinion, get the one with the shaker. Okay, once you have this pen, okay, of course you don't just just demand that the guest sign using the pen. What you can do is just ask nicely, dear so and so, is it possible for you to autograph using this pen? In most cases they are fine with it. I mean, they are there because they are there for their fans. So I mean, that's a small thing actually. You can just ask them nicely, they'll be okay one. Then once they have signed, what's important is, do not cover the ink or put inside bag or whatever. Just carry, put like that, let it dry for a few minutes. Once it dries, then put inside a bag, plastic bag, whatever, something that will not abrasion against the cover. Then the signature will be nice, last long, great for display. Again, this one is from Indonesia Comic Con, again from Jakarta. Thank you. So right now, now that I've learned all this, I'm hoping that maybe got chance I would like to have two Seiyu sign small thing lah. Hopefully they get invited or I got chance. These two items are, or should I say, the characters I want them to sign are Domon Kashu and obviously Master Asal. Okay lah, I don't expect that it will be very possible, but now that I've learned how to get the autographs, at least if the opportunity arises, what Chinese say, Gao Tim. And then who knows, if let's say Gaban Tour comes to visit or happens to have an event that I can go, I also can ask him to sign those acrylic cover, because it certainly looks nicer. Then just take the pen, ask him to sign. Wow, the impact is there already. So hopefully you guys learn from my mistakes. Seriously, I got a lot of nice autographs, but very hard to display because very hard to see. Okay, I mean Sharpie, for what it does, it's actually very long lasting. Now it's already 2020 and the Sharpie marker is still very visible, hasn't faded off, hasn't wiped off or whatever. So this is actually a very good pen. But if you are autographing like poster, photo, what call it, canvas, yes, it's a very good pen. But for acrylic itself, it will work, but okay lah. If let's say marker pen you cannot find or very hard, at the very least get one of those odd colored Sharpies, red, blue, green. I mean nowadays Sharpie got so many colors. However, I found that there's also one advantage of using marker pen. Okay, because marker pen is using some material, liquid, that apparently is more long lasting than even Sharpie. Because Sharpie, apparently there is certain scenarios where it will actually fade off and rub off, but very unlikely lah if you keep it nicely. But it can happen. You use paint marker, is the risk is much reduced. So if you can, I really suggest, if possible, use paint marker. But also take note, once you use paint marker, there is no going back. One mistake is there already. Whereas Sharpie, apparently there are tricks where you can actually erase the Sharpie. This one, once it's there, it's there. They cannot, or should I say, can remove, but must use chemicals, but may damage the item itself. So think carefully. If you want, what I would suggest is you bring like a piece of acrylic, right? Those file or whatever, as long as acrylic. Okay, what you do is, like, let's say you are the second or third person behind the next person. Okay, you take out the pen, you poke until you see the liquid all come out already, right? Okay, what happens is that this is actually the lump. So once the lump comes out, you notice that it's smooth already. Okay, once the thing is smooth, it's ready for the signing. This one also I learned the hard way. Okay, as for issues with paint marker, okay, for paint marker, I find that they don't actually work very well when it comes to signing a smooth surface. For example, like Polaroid, there was one time I asked one celebrity to sign on the Polaroid using the paint marker. What happened was the paint marker didn't come out. For some reason, the ink is just floated away. I don't know what's the word for it. It's just like the liquid don't want to stick. So what happened was, just nice, the celebrity, he bought his own Sharpie, sign, okay. So got right place to use, how to use. This one all I learned all the hard way one. So for those who watch this video, hope you have benefit. Okay lah, thank you. Good night.